How you guys doing? Thank you for joining me on the Highly Evolved Podcast. I'm your host, Stefan. In this episode, we're going to discuss what happened a couple of days ago, or just the other day. Donald Trump announced his bidding for the next presidential election. All right, for 2020. All right, he just declared his campaign in Orlando, Florida. Right, basically, he's launching a war on the Democratic Party. All right, the Democratic Party have no limbs to stand on right now. I don't know what was that about, but don't mind that. All right. But the Democratic Party have no land to stand on. Right? They're putting Joe Biden. All right, if you haven't seen the poll right now conducted by CNN or whatever the hell they use to poll these, right? They say all the Democratic candidate will win over Donald Trump, right? They'll win over even Kamala Harris, even Elizabeth Warren, even what Buttigieg, right? They say when put head to head right now, they will beat Donald Trump, which is farce and ridiculous, right? Because when they do this poll, you just never trust poll at all. When they do this poll, they ask people within a Democratic city, within a Democratic state, and they only ask with Democrats. All right, you don't get regular polls from regular people. I never have asked a question about poll in my life. Nobody, I never had got a poll question in my life. All right, so where are they getting these numbers? Have you ever questioned that? Where are they getting numbers? They're only asking people in Democratic cities, Democratic states, and Democrats. So of course the number will be skewed against Donald Trump. All right, and they're lying to you. These polls are lying. You should never look what happened in 2016. They say Donald Trump will lose, and what happened? He won. This just show you should not trust any polls because you don't know who conducted these polls. Where did they get their samplings from? All right, where did they get their data from? First of all right, where they get the data, the sample, and all these stuff. All right, and the other day, Donald Trump was declaring his candidacy for 2020, and he's gonna win in a landslide. All right, he declared war on these Democrats. Joe Biden, you really think Joe Biden gonna win? He's the guy that said that China is not our competitor, right? If you know why he said that? Because he's embedded with the Chinese. Chinese gave him so much money, him and his son. All right, this is why he don't want to treat Chinese so bad or say anything about the Chinese because they got his pocket. He's in deep pockets with the Chinese. All right, he said he could find cure for cancer. Right. All right, you've been in politics for 50 years. Why you didn't find anything at that time? Not only that, because Donald Trump Jr. made this point in his speech rally. If you watched it, right, he made this point. If out of all his time, because Joe Biden is a career politician, if all his time he said he can find a cure for cancer in 2020, why didn't you do it? Why didn't you make that your campaign goal? When you were vice president, you got 8 years to do it, right? You got 8 years to do it. Why wasn't it being done? And he want to say that the reason why Trump economy is so good right now because he's riding on the overflow of Obama. Okay, if Obama was the reason of this, why wasn't it doing so well when he have 8 years to do it? When Obama have 8 years to do it under his term, why wasn't being effective that time? If he have 8 years to do it, if his policy was that great, why didn't it work when he was in office? Tell me that, right? And obviously he have a magic wand. He said job wouldn't come back. What happened? Donald Trump said good job came back, right? You know what the magic wand is? When Donald Trump Jr. said the magic wand is common sense. All right, you want to put a person who have business ethics, business savvy, people who create jobs in order to bring jobs back. Like a businessman. Businessman create jobs. Obama never made jobs. He was a community organizer. He rallied up the troop. He rallied up communists. That's what it is. All right? That's what it is. Look, I work with an Iraqi, right? Iraqi, right? A Muslim. He even hated Barack Obama, right? Because he said during those years, Barack Obama turned his country into a harvest ground for terrorists. He did not like Obama. And not just because of that, he didn't like Obama because you know how Muslims are, they're totally against intersexuality, right? And he think is degrading to project that pride flag on the White House, right? Because it's against his believing. So even Iraqi, a Muslim, is against Barack Obama, and even he said that Barack Obama is not a real Muslim because you don't have the real Muslim faith, right? Exactly. So real Muslims don't support intersexuality like that. All right, but I digress. This show you how much fraud these Democratic people are, right? But you know, he have within that time when he have his campaign, he raised $24 million within one day. That's a lot of money within one day. Not only that, he packed up Amway Stadium, Amway Arena, 20+ thousand people. That's more attendance than what Joe Biden could attract. What more than Joe Biden, more than Bernie Sanders, more than Elizabeth Warren, okay? And what better place than Orlando, Florida? Because he need to win Orlando, Florida, right? He need to win Orlando, Florida. He need to win Texas, right? Right now, there's a chance he might relinquish Texas, but Texas might go blue within the next 8 years, right? Because they're changing the demographic. That's what they're doing. This is why they're so enthusiastic. Not enthusiastic. This is why they're so backing up the illegal immigrants. Because the illegal immigrants are the new voting bloc. Even though they can't vote, they let them vote illegally. All right? Texas is turning blue slowly. Not only that, Florida is turning blue too. That's why he need the stronghold in Florida, in Orlando. All right? Don't just support me, guys. We cannot put a Democrat in office. They will destroy the economy. When 8 years of Barack Obama, he basically destroyed the economy. The economy was stagnant for 8 years when he was in office. All right, for 8 years, stagnation. I don't know if that's a word or not. Stagnant. All right. So he gave a powerful speech. It was like an hour and 30 minutes, if I'm guessing. All right, correct me if I'm wrong. But at the way it's going right now, the Democrats, that's why they're forcing him. They try to force his impeachment when they don't even know what the process of impeachment is, right? These people are so stupid. These Democrats, they have no tactic, no strategy, right? And then to make matters worse, they try to what's her name? His director of community, Hope Harper, or whatever her name is. All right, they try to defile her name, defile Trump by saying it's a bad thing that he used executive privilege, right? When she went in there, right, she used executive privilege and didn't have to answer a single question, which the president had the right to do so. All right, she don't. All right, executive privilege meaning that she didn't have to say anything if it's regarding to her private life or anything that she deemed that a threat to the national security or a threat to the president's that's private. All right, so he got whatever his right to do so, to use executive privilege. Now, because back in the days when Obama, he did a lot of executive privilege, right? Now when the table is turned, now they get mad because the Democrats are known to use a lot of executive privilege. Now we're using the same tactics as they do, and now they don't like it. It doesn't make any sense. These Democrats are ludicrous. The lunacy. It's so far-fetched, but I mean, it's not. It's so outrageous. So he did his speech. All right, it was a very powerful speech. He attacked fake media within the first section. CNN didn't even cover this. They covered it in the first 4 or 5 minutes. They took it to a panel, right? Because Donald Trump triggered the audience saying CNN suck. CNN suck. What did they do? Suck, right? They're supposed to report on this, and they didn't report on it because they're biased publication, biased organizations. All right, people like Don Lemon comparing Trump to Hitler. You know, Don Lemon, you look like a lemon, right? How you compare Trump to Hitler? Did Trump kill anybody? Ridiculous to compare him like Hitler. Did Hitler support the Jews? Trump is the biggest advocate of Jewish people. How you gonna compare him to Hitler with no evidence? Ridiculous. Don Lemon, Chris Cuomo, right? Chris Cuomo got blasted by Ray over insane concentration camp remark. Chris Cuomo is a dying breed too. He's an idiot. All right, so now the Democrats are doing this damage control about AOC comment of the concentration camp, which she don't understand what is a concentration camp, and she's doubling down and refused to apologize. All right, because of that, Trump is getting 4 more years. All right, 4 more years of MAGA. All right, and this is the first thing I've never seen any presidential candidate did in my lifetime. President Trump allowed the people to pick his slogan for him. All right, usually the president pick his own slogan, like Barack Obama, hope, change. What people don't understand when they say hope and change, what you hope for the worst or the best, or change. You change for the worst for the best. Now, with the slogan "Make America Great," there's only one direction. You want to make America great. That's the only message, and keep America great. All right. That's the thing. My problem with the Barack Obama message, hope and change. It's so vague. All right. That's what the Democrats are known for, having vague messages. Are you having hope for good or bad? And it just bothers me because these Democrats are so evil. They're not to be voted for. They're so against American interests. They're embedded with the Chinese, embedded with the communists. And people are not seeing that. People are still brainwashed. All right? You need to stop drinking the Kool-Aid. All right? Stop drinking fluoridated water. All right? Stop drinking tap water because it's fluoridated. Because that's the Democratic policy. All right? You need to stop with this nonsense. Stop following the Democrats. They are known liars. I'm not saying that the Rhino don't lie too. The Rhinos lie. Republicans lie, right? That's why I don't associate with any parties. But they don't lie to the point like the Democrats. They even deny that they're slave owners. All right? The Democrat was founded on slavery, founded on the KKK, founded on Jim Crow, and they're not bringing that up because they're not proud about their history. What was the last Democrat to say they're proud of being a Democrat because of their history? All right, what is the Democrat known for? Wars? FDRs? FDR is a Democrat. He put people in concentration camps. Remember? The Japanese? That was a Democrat. Andrew Jackson, he was a racist. He dragged the Native Americans in the Trails of Tears. That was a Democrat. All right, what's another one? A Democrat do a lot of bad things. All right, what's another one? Let me see another bad Democratic policy. What's his name? Woodrow Wilson. He played Birth of a Nation. It was a flat-out racist movie in the White House. Not only that, Woodrow Wilson is one of the worst presidents ever. He was a Democrat. He signed the Federal Reserve. He started the Federal Reserve. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have to deal with these bankers. All right? It make no sense. And who was a bad Democrat? Oh, not George W. Bush. Oh, he's a bad president too. But Bill Clinton. All right? He sent Job away in NAFTA. And he lied under oath and got impeached. All right? Not only that, Jimmy Carter established the Department of Education. What happened after that? Your education got depleted. All right? Government got intervened with educations. And now your education are poor education now. All right? And many other things the Democrat comes up with. All right? But let me know your thing. What's your thought on the Trump rally? You think he's going to win 4 more years? Are you going to get reelected? You think the Democratic have any candidates to run on? All right? You think Democrats have a message? Let me know you agree. Because of what I'm saying, YouTube don't want to monetize my channel because I'm not monetized and unscripted, unrehearsed, unedited. That means I can say whatever I want without being bounded by any outside interference. All right, because of that, I'm not taking any donation because the point of this channel is to get people to think. They don't have to think the same way as I think, as long as they think and not be a group thinker. All right, being a group thinker is like sheep walking off the cliff. That's what a group thinker is. I'm not trying to let people to do that, walk themselves off the cliff by voting for Democrats. Democrats are group thinkers. They don't think for themselves. All right, they're like sheep. All right, that's why they stick together a lot. The thing with Republicans is they're not group thinkers. That's why a lot of Republicans don't support each other as much as Democrats do. Because Republicans know how to think for themselves. That's the difference. That's why we have rhinos, because rhinos think for themselves as well. Republicans don't always agree with each other. All right? But that's a good thing because you don't want to be a group thinker. You don't want to be let off the cliff. All right? But if you want to support my channel, all right, you can like, share, subscribe. Because when you like, share, subscribe, it encourages me to make more videos. When I make more videos, I could saturate YouTube algorithm. When I saturate YouTube algorithm, I could be more available to a broader audience, right? And then I could make them to be not a group thinker, all right, like these Democrats, because group thinking will get you killed, all right. But I know your time is very precious and not try wasting your time. This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. My name's Stefan. As always, like, share, subscribe, and I know, guys, you guys have a good day. Peace.